Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day. So we're gonna continue where we left off with our Bloodlands. And I still have some ideas that how we can make this build. I think it still has some room to improve now that we can clear hit 115, though my concern here is the survivability. So what is the gear that I'm wearing now? Embalmer, right? Embalmer. What I'm thinking here, can we craft another, see if we can pull out a better vengeful sinew. I think I don't need. Do I still need this razor plate?
Step up to my anvil.
Okay. I'm hoping that the two defensive affixes here would be there should be like a life. But anyway, I think I'm planning to craft another weapon as well so that I can add, I think, more life. Actually, no, it's hard if it's a legendary. It's easier if it's 1.10. Like this one. Maximum life, weapon damage, and then we can roll for critical strike damage and another the physical damage multiplier. Where's that amulet? I'm also thinking about this one. If I will use this one, so basically what I'm trying to do here is what I'm thinking here, what if instead of life, what if we add more fortification? I'm thinking if we are going to produce a lot of fortification, that will increase and top our fortification as full as possible, so that even though that the blood mats idols effect is kicking in, at least we have a good amount of fortification. So I'm also thinking to bring back the blood drinker glyph. And then what else? Where can we get the fortification? Bloodlands, when you would deal damage to you, it instead fortifies you. This one is, I think it's always a guarantee because of the we're hitting the enemies and then it automatically we are considering ourselves as lanced. Another one is, I think it's also on the skill tree, like instead of additional ricochet, Bloodlands fortifies you for 4%, so we have an additional guarantee 4% on our every attack. So 4 plus 7 on our chest, so that's already 11%. 11%, where else can we get it? There's another one here, but the thing is, probably on next season, it may be useful. The necrotic carapace. When a corpse is formed from your skill or your minions, fortifies you for 7% of your maximum life. This one should be paired with the hued flesh. So you forming the corpse, minion forming the corpse. So we have a good amount of fortification. And on next season, I believe on top of the maximum life, on the fortification here, this now has, I think at maximum tier. Is it flat or maximum tier? An additional 15% damage reduction. So that's what I'm trying to test today. So for example, like the barrier generation, how about instead of barrier generation, maybe we go with fortification generation instead. So if we have one, maybe I'll add one more here, and then instead of armor, maybe they have fortification. There's also one here. Maybe we can use that. And then we have one here, so that's 18, 18, 18, so that's 54% increased. So, and with our attack speed, I think it's not that bad. On top, and then along with that, we can use. Did I mention the blood drinker? Right. I'm also thinking if we are going to be okay, and then replace the sign of death instead of this one, we can now add the bloodbath. And then we're gonna place the blood drinker. I'm not wearing the blood drinker. Corporeal, essence, amplify, eliminator, undaunted. We can't use the gravekeeper anymore because we're not going to produce as many corpses as much as possible. So yeah. So okay, let's fix a weapon. So this is now good. Let's lock in the weapon damage first. Oh shoot, life on kill. Give me a second. Oh, the maximum life here is important. So there's a chance that the maximum life, if we are going to remove the affix and replace it, or even chaos roll it, it's anyway. We'll see. This is remove affix, defense, life. See, told ya. So add, then focus. If it's not alive, we're gonna focus. $2,200. Okay, we can go with 20. I think this is fine. This is fine. Then we add. Now we add 2 offensive affixes. Then focus reroll. I don't want intelligence here now. I need crit and physical. Alright. Physical. This one is okay. This one is okay because the critical strike damage maximum roll there is much more important. That is okay. I mean we can further improve this critical. Cannot speed roll here because there is already a greater app. Oh, okay, never mind. So this should be 24. Not bad. It's time to masterwork.
That is a scary craftsmanship. Anyone asks, tell them it's
Okay,
for
weapon damage.
This should be interesting. Fate must have plans.
Okay,
for
this
you.
is good.
May you
Now,
find your way back.
let's replace this with you can do better than that. There you go. It's close, but you're getting too expensive. Well, that's interesting. Oh, because there is the barrier generation. Makes sense. That's why the fortification is not going to appear, but that is okay. So at least now we have 29k. How about I think I need at least 15 essence. 15, at least 15 essence. Otherwise, I'm going to lose. Okay, let's bring back the Embattled. Okay, so fortification is set. Let's bring back the Blood Drinker. Okay, you're good for the meantime. Debrun, Earthen Bulwark. How about let's do like this? I think let's go 115. Are we good? Did I miss anything? Critical strike chance, critical strike damage, life. Yeah, we can find a better mutilator plate.
Impressive, unfortunately.
It's because I'm losing my fortification. Am I losing my fortification?
Back to it then.
That is not the kind of damage that I have yesterday. Or is it I'm not generating fortification again? Since we are utilizing blood orbs, oops, the heart again. Since we're utilizing blood orbs for our fortification, so this one is we're testing the hungry blood. Next round, we're gonna try the gore close again. Well, oh, I think I know why. Maybe let's bring back. We don't need the. I'm thinking if I can use. I feel like if I'm not going to utilize, if I'm not going to produce as many corpse, especially during the boss fight, there will be less corpse. But I would say there will be a little bit of corpse that we can use. It's just one at a time to proc the flesh eater. Otherwise, if the flesh eater is not going to be effective with our setup, we can replace the flesh eater with the bloodbath. Well, so far our survivability is except I think we'll be in trouble here. Yep. I think we're no match for that one. Is he there? Yeah, there's poison, and then there's wow, this is wow, we got cornered here. Corruption orbs, poison, reprisal. And then now the poison are now staying here. They're not going to disappear. Then what do we do now? Is there any other monster here that we can if not, then we're just gonna prep. I think there's nowhere to go. Yeah, it's just I cannot outrun them because of the poison that the elite is spawning. I need the boss. Well, there's a lot of... Oh, I think I'm still... Oh, I dropped the heart. Yeah, so far survivability is much more better.
Nobody walks anymore.
The thing is now is on single target, it really starts to struggle. And now we can keep up our health. We can always maximize our fortification, so that is good.
It is
If
done.
Embattled Aspect now is a good is now working properly with our fortification generation rate, we can further increase our damage by adding now, instead of producing corpse, we can use the aspect of interdiction. So that gives us additional damage reduction when we block, plus we can use now the redirected force for more additional damage. However, since we're not, especially during boss fight, we're going to lose the consumption of the corpse because there might be not too many corpses lying on the ground. That is my only worry. Now let's try Now that the survivability is good, now let's compare now this one. Actually, I could have... Okay, let me do this one more time. I don't really need the defenders here now. We can just do the Reapers. At least we can add one more stack. So far, it's working. I wish the lance duration is a little bit longer. Maybe 5 seconds at least. Maybe 5 seconds. Yeah, multiple enemies and then on single target, this is... You can really see the potency of the damage of that hungry blood. And I'm now happy with the performance of our fortification rate. Then how much is our life? 36,000, sir. 36,000, sir. Now how's our toughness at 2 million? As if it tells something. Hey, we should get those chorns. Oh, wait. Wrong way. Bring it on. Oh, nice. Come on, look at those spawning. What are those effects? Come on. Who designed those? Like, why they need to be stay? What the? Is it gonna be the same on the tower? that there will be monsters around the tower guardian. So yeah, that's the only thing about the boss fight. You just need to step away. Okay, okay.
What brings you to the ancient isles?
So this one is okay. If we're going to use the other one, we need the defenders, and then so this what? I was using the gore clothes a while ago. Ew. Okay, take two. Take two. We could have done better though. We could have dealt more damage. And I was planning on the gore clothes. I didn't realize that I changed it. My bad. Oh shit, I didn't see the I'm already getting drained. Man. Poop. Oh, I have the blast wave. Still, do not underestimate our bloodlands. This is intriguing. Like this, the monsters here have different. They deal more damage than the monsters that we have fought a while ago. I hope the gore quills could be an aspect, like to be paired with this one. That would have been better. I'm out, boss. There you go. Go. Ah! Man. Uh. Yeah, fun. What happened to you? Okay, that's not my problem. What? He's not taking any damage. What's going on here? I got bugged. That is not my... No, somehow... It feels like he got stuck in the air. And I don't have my bone storm.
We will be unstoppable.
There you go. Okay, how about if this is going to be the setup, if we're going to utilize the blood orb, what we need here is transfusion on the amulet. Wait a second, is there a reprisal? The affixes of the elites here are terrible. They are really terrible. I wonder if we need transfusion here. So that we can sacrifice the Reapers. Gotcha. We have the warriors providing vulnerable, okay? Because we can still form the blood orbs from the mutilator plate. Though it's only I think 10% chance. What I want to see here now is the performance with regards to single target. Oh! I didn't sacrifice the Reapers. But if we have more blood orbs... I'm gonna try this. Oh, I have... Okay. Now... I'm going to try this. I just want to see the... if there will be... a... increase in our damage, though... I don't have an extra amulet that has the same affix that I'm looking for, which is the... transfusion. Unless I'm going to craft another ring. I have only 8. Like, what are the chances that I will be able to get that? Now, speaking of corpse, let's see with this one. So we're not using corpse.
What brings you to the ancient isles? Fate, goodbye. It has been a pleasure.
%10 chance to form a blood orb. What the heck? Oh, where's the heart? I have a feeling it should be this way. Oops. My bad. No. Wrong way. (11 minutes 44 seconds). Did I completed the challenge already? I feel like it will not be completed unless it will not be completed when we kill the pit guardian. Yay, completed! Bring it on! But to be honest, our survivability is much more better now.
That will come in handy.
Okay. What if... I'm just gonna try this. We're going to lose our
What do you see?
survivability, but I just want to try this one. Transfusion. We're just gonna be more careful, but I would assume with our blood orbs production, we are producing a lot of blood orbs. We are healing. Not only that, it should be adding more damage because of the gore quills. there any improvement? Or oh wait a second, maybe give me a second. Um what rune? Maybe the blood orbs are being consumed by the Iron Maiden. Mhm. I really noticed that if you have the Heartstone and then you see the Heartstone has like a full health, the frequency of the blood orbs dropping even though by just killing the trash monsters are there is a difference in terms of the frequency of those progress orbs. I don't know if it's a coincidence that, but every time that I'm going to spawn the Bone Storm, he's going to unleash that very devastating attack. Take note, I have 29, I think 36,000 getting one shot at how much? With a barrier of how much also? So no matter how you increase your life, what's the point? Yeah, single target is the part that we're going to start struggling. Oops. Is this boss bugged? It's the same boss that we're dealing a while ago. It's like we're scratching the... Wonder if we still have the buff, even though we don't have the bone storm because there's still an active bone storm. I feel like there's something wrong with this boss. This is the third time that we're doing Pit 115, but I don't see that we're dealing less damage to this boss. To the Pit Guardian. It's like we're not doing any damage to him. What the heck? I'm getting scammed here. We just changed to transfusion. Is it because I'm not consuming the corpse tendrils that I'm not activating the flesh eater? Is that the main reason?
This should be interesting.
Oh, what is a waitress, isn't it?
What I didn't check if we are proccing the... No, wait a second. The bone storm is also consuming the corpse. So to be honest, sometimes there are really types of monsters here. Like that one is a good example. That rock, like elite. It's that stone slam, whatever that he's doing, that is also dealing a lot of damage. And then there's another one. I forgot their name, but there is a tide on their name. Tide something. The one, even a trash monster, when it spawns a that water pool, it slows you down, and then when it explodes, it deals a lot of damage also. Why we're not... I feel like... Did I do something wrong? Basically, we increase our damage from the aspect of interdiction. I mean, through not the because of the aspect of interdiction, but from the redirected force with the help of interdiction. Many Lancer. Sorry. Any more? Oh shoot, there's an elite! 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 Oh! Taking advantage! I think this one is much more better than the gore quills. Because of the ability to... I don't know if that's considered as, how do you call that? Cheating? Well, it's not cheating, it's just... Well, there's still monster here when you fight the pit garden, so what can I do? It's not my fault. Now, okay. 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 It's working. No, what I'm thinking, how about on the boss? I hope on the boss that since we don't have... The boss will not have too many ads. I wish that that damage is going to scale, like say triple the damage on single, or maybe if there are no lance enemy, Bloodseeker will deal this damage will increase by up to 135%, like times 3. right? That would be better because it is such a boo. Such a boo. Can we try the Corrupted Reaper? I think this will be a problem. Oh, there's another one that I haven't tried. Yeah, it's not that strong. Oh, I lost my Bone Storm. I didn't check if I am effectively granting us the overpower because now, okay. 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 Oh, is it because of the cooldown here? I don't have an additional cooldown. So I'm just thinking what I would say we can push this to 120. I think that's it, or maybe 118. Probably that's the most that this build can do. Considering that the Paragon board is sorry, the glyphs are 130ish, 125, so this is pretty much high enough. Amplify, Blood Drinker, Corporeal, Eliminator. Okay, let's do this now. Let's see how it is going to improve. Actually, maybe we can still keep the Flesh Eater. We're going to lose the 15% damage reduction, but we'll see. since we have the Embattled Aspect. Amplify. Oh, oh no, Blood Drinker. Okay, we have 10 more points. Healing receive, damage. Four more points. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot, I can have one more point so that we can grab this 6% to elemental resistance. Maybe, yeah. Or just 1.5. This is 6 plus 2 armor. Alright, let's see this one. So hopefully, maybe let's try it on Crafted Reaper. This boss moves a lot. What the heck? Probably this boss was a former ballet dancer.
Off we go again.
Okay, let's salvage, sell the charm, salvage the charm, sell the seal, and then let's try again. Let's see if our performance is improved.
Pity to break another's work.
I suppose I can do something with it.
Okay, let's do this. Apparently, the warriors are not very effective on applying the vulnerable to the enemies. That's why I switch in with um our bone storm to apply the vulnerable. I mean, with our fortification generation and our embattled aspect, so basically, so you can spawn 2 earthquakes. Oh, nice, right? Huh? What? What earthquake? What? 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 Oh, what? What? What earthquake? What? 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 Huh? I don't know what is an earthquake. That is not on my vocabulary. Hurry up, hurry up. Embattled Aspect. Maybe it's going to kick in. Yeah, this, what's the name? Fly Swarm? These guys can apply vulnerable to us. Like when you see that your barrier and then your health, there's like a crack like on your health, that means you are vulnerable. You are in a state of vulnerable, and you know what that means. It is the same as our vulnerable. You are vulnerable, not invulnerable. If I said invulnerable, you are vulnerable to. So meaning your damage reduction has been reduced to 20%. That is why we are already struggling. Like this one should not be. They shouldn't apply vulnerable to us. That is gonna be unfair. Boss? Well, if there are monsters here, that will be... Oh no, that will be nice. That will be... I saw my life. I saw my life fading away. Hey! Wait! Yep, more monsters! More monsters! Ah, where are those silly flies? 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 I'm gonna swat you. Especially you that applies vulnerable to us. Boo! You cannot kill me here. Oh, you cannot kill me here. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to compare it with this one. I think this setup is much more better.
Swinging
And I know even though we lost the 15% damage reduction, but from 45, if we multiply these two together, so this is going to be a 1.8 multiplier. This is an additional, so this is 1.8 versus 1.45. I don't know what is the relative of the 0.35 to 1.4, but I can see that our damage has increased. The only way to effectively why did you enter? The only way to effectively kill the pit guardian is you need to have more enemies so that you can lance a lot of enemies so that you can increase your multiplier from that hungry blood. I'm gonna try this setup. We're gonna bring back our defenders. Let me summon them here before we engage the fight. Where are they? Oh, I don't have the corpse, right? So we're not using... Are we still using... Oh shoot! Wait a second. No, the Bone Storm is also the one proccing the corpse consumption.
perhaps a prize inside.
I believe we still have the Flesh Eater. What? Maybe I don't have... Okay, let's be careful. I need my stack of Resolve. 13. Okay, we're getting there. I think we're there because we only need 13 for the damage reduction from... Alright, it's game time. Wait a second. Oh, this is the one I'm talking about. I need to remember their name. Shore Lurker? No, this is not the one. But it seems like they have the same mechanic. Throwing water pools and then they're gonna explode it, causing flow, dealing massive damage. That is an amazing damage when there's a lot of lance enemies. That is amazing. Amazing. Though unlike in the gore quills, we need to ensure that we are really hitting a lot of enemies to have that, because we don't know what is the count though, like how many stack of hungry blood that we are doing. There should be like some kind of a count, like, hey, this is the number of hungry blood enemies that you have lanced. Yeah, those are insane crowd control and damage. Man, those are just trash monsters, sir. Trash monster. Doing insane crowd control. We are a little bit slow here for some reason. Because the CDE elites here and monsters are terrible. No more Bone Storm! I feel like we lost some damage because of our setup right now. I think the other one is much more better without the so if we are going to remove can we remove? Ooh, that's a nice pull. Boom! Boom! Where's the elite? Oh! Bombard! 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 Prioritize the boss! Okay, no more mobs, no more mobs. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Cheating. Cheating. I'm going to lunch your enemy. 1.4 trillion. Like I wonder how many stacks of that multipliers that we have. Oh, I got rewarded by a triple GA. What could that be? What could that be? Intelligence. Ooh. 1.2. So this is nice though. Double GA. So the weapon damages we lost though, like it's almost good. Okay, what can we still... Let's upgrade this one. We have been neglecting our... Okay. Yeah, I think the other one is much more better. The other one. Okay, let's do
What brings you?
118. Let's bring this back. Ooh, Bloodlands is back, sir. Bloodlands is back. Oh. Before I start the... So I'm going to... So back in Season 1... Back in Season 1, Season 2, Season 3... This is the build that I'm always playing. I never played any build. Back back in season 1, 2, and 3, minions were not that powerful actually. They are not that as powerful as of now. Bloodlance was my favorite skill before because of the overpower mechanic, the ability to increase the life, increase your fortification, and that value scales the damage of your overpowered damage. The overpowering guarantee only happens on, I think for Bloodlance, every 7th attack, and then Blood Surge is every 6th attack. So I really like the mechanic of being tankier. I remember you can reach, I was able to reach, I believe, 70,000 life. So that is also the equivalent of your fortification. The mechanic of the fortification before, it's different. That you're gaining the fortification, and then the overpower increases your damage by 2% for every 1% of maximum life that you have when you overpower. And then you have your base life. Before, there is the base life. I think the base life is around 1,000 or 500. The difference, how many of the base life of your max life, how many is the percentage of that 500? Say if you have 20,000 life and then you have the base life of 500. So how many of that 500 of that 20,000? So that is, every 1,000 is 2. 2 times 20. So that is 20 times 4. So that's 80% times 2. So that's 160% damage. That is only for the life. Now, what is the amount of your fortification? That is also another 200%. And then that percentage, you multiply that by your overpowered damage. And I remember you can reach a total of around, I think, 8,000 or 9,000 overpowered damage. Then you multiply that to that life and fortification multiplier. That's why when it overpowers, it really deals a lot of damage, but it only happens on 7th attack. And then before, the Gore Quills was an aspect. Hungry Blood was also an aspect. So you can imagine, you can combine these two together, picking up Blood Orb, and then you do this kind of mechanic that it increases the damage on the primary target based on, and that multiplier increases based on the number of lance enemies that you have. Though before, when you are dealing with the pit guardians, basically the pit guardians, they have their own arena. Meaning after you kill the necessary amount, once you have filled up, you reach the 100% of your progress goal, it opens a portal and then you enter and then you fight the boss on the arena. There are some bosses before that they can spawn adds, so you can scale the damage of the Hungry Blood. But if there's no monster, so basically your multiplier is just 45. Because you're only having one enemy that is lanced. Unlike right now we can take advantage of the Pit Guardian, drag the Pit Guardian with the numbers of enemy. And so far, it seems like my theory is correct, that based on, by adding those fortification, we have increased our damage, right? We have increased our damage while increasing our survivability as well. Of course, except on those heavy hitting attacks. Okay, let's do 118. Another push for our Bloody Lands. Yeah, the really trick here is to lance the enemy and then de-lance the enemies and then find your primary target, like for example that elite, and then stop your attack. Stop your attack and then recast it again directly on the elite, so that it's like it will recalibrate, that it will count how many are lance enemy, and then it will now consider the new target that you have hit. And so far, the strategy is a little bit working, that we can just move into a dense number of packs of enemies. Of course, it depends on the apexes of the elite, and then we can take advantage of dealing damage. Let's go, more lands. I was going to evade already. Come on. Uh-oh. Resolve. I need resolve. Yeah, supposedly the efficient way to... Whoa, 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 easy. Easy. Ice Beat 118. Bloodlands back, alright. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Where's the boss? Where's the boss? Oh, this is the one that throws the poison, right? Come here. Oh my god, that is a reprisal. A reprisal. At least there's an enemy here. We have an extra times 2. Yeah, the single target is now our... If that is not a reprisal, we have a bit of anyway, game over. Okay, let's do it. So yeah, that is the only problem. Single target.
Is a scary
It really lacks the damage only on multiple enemies. That's why it would have been better, like, I don't know. I don't know. How long? 10 minutes? 1 minute? There's a spot here, sir. Fill this spot. Fill this spot. What the silly mechanic?
worthy of the Albier swinging away.
Who thought that spawning an elite right in front of your face is super fun? Oh, you have a shock lance. I have a blood lance. would say it's good for clearing. Like, probably it's so fast on clearing the pit, but it will take some time to kill the pit guardian. Well, depending on the type of enemies that you have, like, that is going to be... We could have dealt that pit guardian if there was no reprisal on the... on that... Oh, shoot! I almost died! Yeah, if there was no reprisal there, then we could have lanced those monsters and then start hitting the pit guardian. Blood mad phobia. I always die on this obelisk, right? I always die. Now we can... No, 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 no! Only obelisk, the those lightning orbs, not the... Oh, sorry, not the obelisk, but just the orbs. Because that one deals a lot of damage. Okay, 4-minute clear time. Okay, let's... I need... Nice! Who's this? Are you and Nangari are sisters? You have the same mechanic. You have the very similar annoying mechanic. No warning. Let's find another back again. Max, Max. What's this? Unstoppable. That's the technique. Find the pack. You know, that it would have been much more better. Like the if you notice those worms on the other area, if the boss spawned on that area, that would have been nice. Like there's so many worms, and then I wonder how many multiplier would that be. All right. Well, I think we can still push this to 120, but it's going to be a super problematic. It's going to be. Okay, before I'm almost done for the day, I'm not going to finish the dungeon, the pit, but I just want to test on something. And let's see if it's going to be effective, especially on pushing on higher pit, and maybe even on fighting on. I'm just want to try this one. I wonder if I can release the sacrifice the mages, so that we can have the full stack of the leadless wall as well. The only thing is our problem would be the resource.
This should be interesting.
One eight. Yeah, that's okay, so that we can summon the mages. Yeah, because we're so good on. No, it's not working. What is our lucky hit? 50%. Okay. I'm thinking if I will add a restore resource, if that is enough to. So 30.30 of 1.2, so that's an additional 20%, am I correct? 30 of 1.2. 25% increase in damage. Alright, there's something I forgot. Can you just leave me alone? We need to replace the untimely death. Yeah, it's not working. The only way to make the in order to make this untimely death to work is that you shouldn't have the embattled aspect. Plus, I think on season 15 we can do it that way. No embattled aspect, we increase our damage reduction, less barrier generation. We're gonna let us getting drain our life. Now we can equip the embattled sorry, not embattled, the this untimely death, because the healing coming from the fortification through the embattled aspect is not sorry, not the healing from the embattled aspect, but the healing from the fortification is not being considered as a healing from the untimely death, because it seems like it's just a health recovery, like health per second. So what they need is like healing, like heal for every hit, healing from the blood orbs, healing from I think, do we have healing here? No, basically we drain our life to do a double cast.
Find your way back.
What is this one again? Crushing?
Fate must have plans for you.
Yeah, without multiple enemies, we cannot bring down the Pit Guardian. That is amazing. Even though there's no enemy, as long as you keep on casting the Bloodlands, as long as you have resource, it will refill the. You're gonna get the fortification from the charm set. Yeah, lesser enemy, lesser damage. Oops. Ah. Ah. Panic! Panic! What did you open? Refill, 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 refill.
Who can stand against you with me at your side?
Oh no, shoot. I don't know, for some reason I lost my efficiency because I don't have so much barrier. The only barrier, I think I have none. Okay, let's try this. Do I feel like since the skeleton mages are here,
I'll be here, swinging away.
it is still important to protect our life because otherwise we're going to lose the multiplier from especially the coalesced blood. It's better to die so that we can summon the mages. Oh, we lost the heart.
Mainland, worthy of the ancients, this.
Yeah, it's really different from our damage a while ago. It's really different. I think because we don't have too much barrier, so it affects our fortification. So I would say the fortification percentage keeps on dropping, so that affects the damage of the thickened blood. And then probably if there's any chances that our health is now below 80%, so our damage multiplier from the tides of blood is also becoming it becomes half. And look at this, like, I'm not afraid of your orbs, sir. But I remember I'm always dying on those. I'm getting one shot actually. Oh, that's a lot of... Oh, shoot, that's close. Hey, what? Oh, there's a gate crasher on my bone prison. Gate crasher. Oops. And then cooldown is also important so that we're not going to struggle on casting the bone prison. Oh, bone prison, sorry. Also the bone prison, plus most especially the bone stone. I have a barrier piercing blood lancer. Shield who? This is barrier piercing, sir. Shoo, 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 shoo. Oh yeah, plus we have more more attack speed now. Of course, that's also more attack speed for our mages, them to provide barrier for us. Any... I need more packs. Yeah, give me orbs. We're close. Who's this? Decay? Yeah, this is the one that deals poison damage. Ooh. Come here, come here, come here! Come here! Oh, this is good! A lot of enemies! More barrier! Come here! Come here, guys, support your boss! She needs you! Ooh! Ah, go, 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 go! That's the technique. That's the technique. you drag the enemy toward the pit boss. Wow. I think what is our total critical strike chance? 63.4. Oh. Wait a second. How come? Even without the Garvin? Oh, then what else can we use here? Give me a second. What else can we use here? Plus to all skills. Oh, this is not bad. This will increase the attack speed as well of this, damage of this, and then more critical strike chance and cast speed again. There's another one. This one. Invoke the Druid's Petrify skill and then stunning the enemies and then increasing your critical strike damage to them. This is, if I'm not mistaken, this is 15% increase in damage to your critical strike on the enemies that are petrified, only when they are petrified. Ooh. Are you sure about this? Maybe because of this one. Right. So we managed to, well, give me a second. With this is only, even if you use the Vex rune, so this is going to be plus 3, so approximately like plus 4, say plus 5, 48 na, because I'm thinking about using the Lucran's Talisman, because what if we use the Lucran's Talisman, and then instead of using the Embattled Aspect, then we can use Exploiter's Aspect. Okay, before I end the stream, there's one more thing that I want to check. There's one more thing.
Goodbye. It has been a pleasure.
That is a scary cry.
This should be interesting.
What is that? Is it retribution? Or exploiter?
Fate must have plans for you.
If we are so good on generating fortification, can we still counteract? Does the fortification alone is enough to the effect of the blood meds idol? No. 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 Okay. That's clear enough. I'm dead. So at this point, protecting our life is important, and the mechanic that we're using to protect our life is the so far the efficient way of doing it is okay. If we are 100, so okay, if we are 100% critical strike chance and we can drop the Gar rune, probably I'm gonna test it tomorrow. Can we still drop the skeleton mage and then bring back that restore again? But what I want to see, if the only thing is we don't have a very good reliable inflicting of vulnerable, because I can bring in the shield from, or maybe keep the vulnerable there and add Kirun. How much is our attack speed? I wonder if Tamrune would be enough. Would be much more faster than the Seer or the Nagu. The good thing about the only difference of the mages here, like see now they are at 4.2 now. They are now providing 42% barrier. The good thing about the mages, when we are now inside of the bone prison, and I believe this is a attack speed not just for a blood skill but for any, including the minions. So basically the minions inherit our attack speed. Now we gain 88 plus the attack speed from the bone storm, so that's 40 something, 43 plus 88, so that is 131 increase in attack speed. So now not just we are increasing our damage output, but we're also increasing the rate that the shadow mages are going to give us some barrier. So if they're casting twice per second, so that is 8.4 times 3, so that's 16% barrier per second. So without the barrier from the Nagu, without the barrier from the Bone Storm, probably we can try to use the Petrify tomorrow. I think that is going to add more damage on our, I would say, on our build. So even though we don't have the Sign of Death, our survivability is much more better. I see we have 29,000 and then it could go up to 36k. So imagine if we have what we have life here. So imagine if we have, instead of barrier, fortified generation. And I really see the potency of our survivability with the combination of the Embattled Aspect and our fortified generation. I'm also thinking maybe if our barrier generation is enough, we're not really producing so many blood orbs. Maybe we can replace Blood Drinker with what else can we use here? Actually, we can use the Gravekeeper. Even though we're not producing corpse, once we start killing the enemies, now there will be corpse lying around, right? Maybe we can take advantage of this Gravekeeper. We can try tomorrow. So, alright, so we're gonna test. So we're almost close. I think this is another good build to be shown, because apparently, and sad to say, the Blood Spear is good only up to 110. So basically it's still good on Pit 100, on Torment 11. But I believe this build, I think you're going to shift with Transfusion, and then Gore Quills in I think on speed farming, or maybe this is still good on speed farming. So we're gonna check on this one. So at least I'm happy, and I think next season, depending on what will be the final patch notes, what will be the damage multiplier, the damage reduction of those new splintering jewelry mechanic on season 15, we can now I think this build has a good spot of for those who are looking forward to play this build as well, if for those who are familiar with the mechanic and for those who have been playing this build as well. So at least I'm happy that one of my favorite build is still doing okay at this moment. But again, if only the Gore Quills is the base mechanic of this Bloodlands, that is going to be much more amazing. It's like, again, going back to the way Bloodlands is being built prior to Lord of Hatred expansion, when that Hungry Blood and then that Gore Quills were Aspect, you can combine them together, so you are automatically picking up Blood Orbs, plus you're having that multiplier damage. So I think I'm gonna check if we can clear in 6 to 7, I think it should be 6 minutes or maybe 6 to 7 minutes, this Pit 18, Pit 118. I think we can push it further to Pit 120. It's just, in order to clear Pit 120, it's all about strategically killing the packs, using the mechanic of that Hungry Blood, lancing the enemy, and then focus your attack on that primary target, which is the elites or the rare elites or the magic elites, and then the same mechanic on that boss wherein you're gonna pull a lot of packs. Basically, we are okay. See, that's on my, was it yesterday's stream that I was thinking, if we can manage to increase our survivability, we can just go inside of the pack, lance the enemy, go inside, and then just focus on hitting that your primary target, and you will deal a lot of damage. And I can see like trillions of damage only that instance when there are so many lands of enemies. And I hope that lands, the number of seconds that the enemies are lands, is not just 3 seconds, probably 5 seconds would be nice. So fortify here, we have 7, so we have 11% fortification, and then 5% on the blood charm, on the blood binder. So we have 7 on the mutilator plate, 4 here, that's always guarantee, plus 5% on the, so that's a total of 16%. Then we multiply now, if we have a 54% barrier generation, fortification generation, so that will be around 24% production of fortification for every hit. Then maybe that is excluding the blood drinker glyph. That's why. So yeah, maybe we'll try it tomorrow. Though I think that Gravekeeper might fall off on the boss, but I like the Gravekeeper because of its high damage multiplier on the legendary bonus. That's what I like about it. So we have this big chunk of 20%, like 20+% damage when the enemies are healthy, and then another damage when the enemies are injured, and then there's this 18% a big multiplier again when there's a maximum of 6 corpses. That will be around 18% multiplier damage. Okay, we're gonna try a different we're gonna try that Gravekeeper glyph tomorrow and then see how it goes, and then we're gonna replace the Gar rune with maybe Q rune, or maybe the Vex rune, or that Yom rune that we invoke, that petrification, to increase our critical strike damage by 15% on enemies that are affected by petrify. So we'll see if we can clear the pit A118 in less than 6 minutes. Probably there's a chance that we can push it to 120, but we'll see. So alright, that's it for me today. Thank you very much for hanging out and for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a good one. Bye.